Hello everyone. I want to tell you real quick about what I recommend for IXL, and that is it is super important in order for your students to step into the arena. So right here we're on the IXL homepage. I can click from your teacher, no suggestions here. I can click on recent skills, that's what the student has worked on in the past, and I can click on recommendations and it'll tell you what IXL recommends that the student works on. But over here it says step into the arena. If I click step into the arena, I can choose a question and get going. So I can choose to read a passage and then select the synonym of the word in bold, or I can select which pieces of text uses this definition of import, right? So I can choose either path there. If, however, I want to do math, I can go down here, I can select math, and it'll give me two questions to choose from, or I can do language arts only, or by default, I can do language arts and math at the same time, and then I can go in either direction. The first time your students hop into the arena, it is very important you give them at least 40 minutes per subject so they can get a good leveling. Then you and they can go ahead and click on see your levels, and you can see where each student lies on the path here. So if you look here, I have a great breakdown of skills from this student in math because it has a star associated with each of these boxes. So algebra and algebraic thinking. All right, I have a 270 or a 630, which is pretty good, and then I can click on that, and this is the skill that IXL is recommending that I work on. Here's another one. Right, and you can see the skills that IXL is recommending by clicking in there. If you look down here at language arts, we're only looking at four options here, and we don't have stars, we have these like sideways dashes. That means that there's a range here, and you can see that from here. Right? IXL didn't get enough questions answered, so this student needs to spend more time in the arena in order to turn those dashes into stars, which are then going to be used to recommend skills that are going to address the gaps in this student's knowledge and hopefully make them a better student and learner in the future. So it is of vital importance that you allow your students to step into the arena at least weekly. You want to give them 10 to 15 minutes a week in the arena for language arts, 10 to 15 minutes a week for math, and you want to allow them to step in the arena for 40 to 45 minutes the first time for each subject in order to get these dashes into stars. And if they hop in the arena and they have some stars and some dashes, that means they got to spend a little bit more time there. I hope that makes sense. Let me know if you have any questions.